This is Invest Now America. I am your host. Folks, here in Invest Now America, what we focus on is sharing my thoughts about wealth building and economic programs and financial ideas. And I'm really keen on our going out and educating young people about money. It amazes me why it amazes me that the public school system does not teach that. Now, they find time to teach other nonsense, and I mean nonsense, about allowing kids to walk around pretending they're animals, and about allowing little boys to pretend that they're little girls and little girls to pretend they're little boys. Flat out nonsense about that, but they cannot find the time or the resources or the motivation to teach our young people about money. Folks, let me ask you something. Does it take money when you're born or you brought into this world? Does it take money? Do you need money? Yeah. My daughter was born. I had some hospital bills I had to cover. Had to buy some things for her. Had to buy some things for her mother. When I've had relatives die, do you need money? You better believe it. You need money to bury folk. You need money to organize funerals and things of that nature. Need money to put, roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food in your stomach. Money matters. It's important. And that's one thing you just really need to learn how to handle. Now, so why we're not talking more about money in the public school system, money management, I don't know. But guess what? As I keep thinking about it, maybe it's really not the public school system's role or responsibility to do that. This is America, and America is all about liberty. America is all about self-governing. And, that's something that as adults, parents, grandparents, that's something we need to do. We need to learn this, and then we need to pass on what we learn to the generation behind us. And we need to do it in such a way that it impacts the first generation, second, third generation, even 4 generations deep. Long after I'm gone physically from this earth, from this side of heaven, it should be that my daughter, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren should be positively impacted based upon how I educated the current generation about money and the things that I did financially. I mean, I want my impact, my financial impact, my financial legacy to go 3-4 generations deep. And that's not really the government's role. That's not the government's responsibility. That's my responsibility. That's your responsibility if you're listening to this podcast. So let me say this too. Look, go to Facebook, put in Invest Now America. Go to Facebook. Put in the search engine, Invest Now America. Become a follower of my Facebook page. Post some things. Got something to share? Share it. It's important. It's all about sharing information. Now, if you got some sort of scam and you want people to join you and pay all this money for training programs, that's absurd. Don't waste your time. I'm going to take it down. We're not about get-rich-quick schemes. That's a bunch of nonsense. But if you want to post some information about someone who's done a video in a particular company, like Kroger or Coca-Cola or Pepsi, that's great. Go ahead and post it. If you want to post some interviews of folk, let me say this too. It's a good segue into my next suggestion. YouTube. Go to YouTube and put in Black Girl Stocks, put in Wall Street Trapper, put in Earn Your Leisure. Those are 3 programs you need to be checking out on a regular basis. Those are 3 programs you need to be checking out on a regular basis. Okay? I also, every so often, I listen to Dr. Boyce Watkins. He's a Kentuckian. He has a relationship with Simmons University. We have 2 HBCUs here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. The other one is K-State. So Dr. Boyce Watkins, he has a relationship with the second HBCU here in Commonwealth, Kentucky, Simmons University. Now, so check those out, Facebook page, YouTube. And there's one other thing I wanted to say. Hopefully I can hire some young people to help me get on these other social media things. I just don't know how to do it. But I'm all about sharing information. I'm all about educating people, teaching people, motivating people when it comes to building wealth. And I'm particularly keen and committed on doing that for black folk. Black folk, we need to have a new paradigm. We need to have a paradigm shift. We need to be getting away. We got too many of our people trapped in this mindset, ooh, slavery, 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 and I'm a victim, and I'm a victim, and I'm an ally with this victim group and that victim group. Man, shut up. Get off your butt. Learn about free market capitalism and how free market capitalism works, and then apply what you learn. And one of the first things you should be doing, black man, black woman listening to this podcast, you should be in the stock market. You should be in the stock market. If you've got $10, you should be in the stock market. You should go to Ameritrade, set up an account. You should go to Robinhood or Webull, set up an account, or Stockpile.com, set up an account. $10. And then you should take $5 and set up a custodial account for your son and daughter, period. I don't care how old they are. I don't care if they're 3 months old, 3 years old, 30 years old. You need to set up, if they have to be 17 or under before you can set up a custodial account for them. But take $5 and do that, and then, go from there. Some real good books you can read on stock investing. And so, really, I'm not even going to recommend any specific books. I'm going to recommend authors. Check these authors out. Dave Ramsey, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Peter Lynch, and Dr. Dennis Kimbro, Kimbro. Just check out those 4 authors and buy their books and read their stuff. But first, set up your stock account. 2, set up a stock account for your 17 and under son or daughter. And 3, check out those authors. And people are saying, well, where can I get those books? Go to any local bookstore. And if they don't have a copy of the book in the store at that time, they can order it for you. They'd be happy to do that. Or you can go to Better World Books. Yeah, Better World Books is the best place. Go to Better World Books, and you can buy from there. Look, guys, this is Invest Now America. I'm your host. I just wanted to urge you to one, check out, become a follower of my Facebook page, Invest Now America. And please, encourage your friends to go there too, because we're all about educating folks, sharing information, etc.